Come have fun with us and don't forget to subscribe.
What's up everybody, I'm Rick.
And I'm Anna.
And welcome to our latest video. Today we're gonna be dreaming a little bit, Anna.
Daydreaming.
Daydreaming.
What if we were very, very rich?
So you see the sign in the back, follow your dreams. And for a lot of people, one of their dream is to, own their own houses. Right?
And when you have a dream like that, of course, you have an image of what then ideally that house would look like,
What's your ideal house?
What's my ideal house?
Yeah.
So I wanted to have a pool, a back garden yard in which I can make a garden, like, with fruits and vegetables and stuff like this.
Stuff like this, yeah.
I wanted to have a studio, an art studio for me. And that has to be like big enough so that I can do all the stuff that I want to do. And I wanted to have like a bathroom, like those like really fancy bathrooms, that has like a jet stuff
like
in
a
the
jacuzzi,
bathtub. And yeah, exactly, like a mini jacuzzi in the bathtub. Oh, and I wanted to also have an outdoor shower. And of course it has to be in a place that's really warm, that I can use the outdoor shower and pool a lot.
By outdoor, you mean outside?
Yeah, an outdoor shower. Maybe next to the pool. There are those that are like kind of open at the top. So like you're basically outside, it's just like enclosed.
Oh,
yeah.
I hadn't heard of someone wanting that before in their house. That's interesting. That's a good dream, a good house. But
I know what I want.
Some people, they dream higher because they have the means to dream higher. And then you end up with something like what we're about to react to, which is the most expensive house in the world. In the world.
In the world. That's the key here. In the world.
In the
That's
world.
Insane.
Now, and I haven't watched this video yet, but that sounds crazy. Now, I do believe, maybe I'm wrong, I do believe that actually the most expensive house in the world would be Buckingham Palace. But I think this is like for a private person.
Right, I think it's a house, not a castle. I'm sure there are castles, like private castles, maybe would be more expensive.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, but this is a house.
This is someone's place where they live.
Right.
Let's see. Let's see, yeah.
The most expensive home on the planet. In the inner city of Mumbai, India, not far from the poverty-stricken slums.
Why did I think it would be
road stands
like in California or something like this?
The most expensive home ever created. This home ascends 27 stories, stretching 568 feet high, granting the massive structure with prime views of the Arabian Sea.
Apartment building.
In technical terms, the home is the second most expensive residential property in the world, considering Buckingham Palace
This is what I was doing.
US dollars.
Good, you are good.
Buckingham Palace is considered a crown property, whereas Antilia is a private residence.
It's a private. So you see the difference.
Private residential property at that, with some pricing estimates as high as
$2
$2
billion.
Even still,
it's an interesting shape.
Residence is preceded by Buckingham Palace. In this video, I'll take you on a virtual, informative tour of this ostentatious.
Let's go. Let's do the tour.
I'm curious.
I'm ready. Yeah, let's go inside.
In this massive home, there are several ceilings that are double or triple heighted, so the 27-floored skyscraper looks more like a 50 or 60-floored building. Can you imagine only being as tall as an ordinary 27-floor building? Laughable. On some of the lower floors, there is a multi-level car lot that can hold 168 vehicles, including Mukesh's precious RS5 Crore Maybach, a car for very important people.
Why do you need space for 100 vehicles?
Car lot is also a car service station.
To put your 100 vehicles.
If cars aren't your style, don't worry. The home also has 3 helipads placed on the roof. Few things say billionaire like more than one helipad on the roof. Both the private car lot and helipads are violations of residential bylaws in Mumbai, but from what we can tell, no one has forced the billionaire's hand to make any changes.
They just let him do it, it's okay.
You're not allowed to, but
composed of 9 elevators. Further up is a 2-story recreation center with a lap pool, a gym, a juice bar, a dance studio, and a yoga studio.
It is like an apartment building, but if the whole thing was yours.
Jeff Bezos transformed
a yoga studio, not just a room.
I sell what I want physique. As you continue to ascend, you will eventually run into a spa and a ballroom. The ballroom is adorned with multiple crystal chandeliers that cover 80% of the ceiling, leaving a shameful 20% exposed and unadorned. There's a movie theater that sits 50 viewers. There are multiple.
I hope he has a lot of friends.
Yeah, that's my question. Like, why do you need things to feed like so many people?
The vegetation attached to the sides of the building
I like the
to
greenery.
absorb sunlight in order to keep the interior as cool as possible. Hopefully that touch can put a dent in what must be a monstrous electricity.
The electrical bill,
Yeah.
yeah.
This luxury wasn't enough of an escape from the hot, busy streets of Mumbai. The home comes fitted with an ice room equipped with a snow generator.
Of course, you need an ice room.
Meant to mimic a winter wonderland, a creative addition.
Because why would you ever need to go anywhere if you can do that in your own home?
The immaculate structure, the 400,000 square foot building, is home to just 6. It's also meant to make room
Only
for a
6
staff of
people.
600 cooks, cleaners, and security personnel. So that makes the size of the mansion less excessive, right? I double-checked that stat, by the way, and I can confirm 100 staff per family member. The building is named after a legendary island, also called. That's the thing with being a billionaire. No one questions your decisions.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You can do whatever you want.
The skyscraper and the fact that its construction cost not 6, not 7, not 8, but 10 figures. Within the 27 stories, there are 6 sections of the home that are meant to reflect earth, water, fire.
Oh, there are meanings to. Oh, that's interesting too.
Light, as to mimic not Nickelodeon's Avatar, The Last Airbender, but the ascension to enlightenment. Throughout the mansion, there are 2 reoccurring motifs: the sun and the lotus. These symbols are meant to represent rebirth. The
There's a lot of symbolism
these
there.
themes include
I mean, when you pay that much for the house,
none other than Mother.
there better be some symbolism.
There is a temple in the home in which the family
like Mother of
goes
Pearl.
to pray regularly. There are many statues of Hindu deities throughout the home, including the Hindu god Ganesh, revered as the remover
Temple
of
inside, you really don't
obstacles,
need to go outside
and
ever.
Shiva,
Yeah, it's
the
built
Hindu
so that you
deity
never
who
need to go
destroys
anywhere.
to make way for new creation. Owner of the $2 billion home is Mukesh Ambani, a petroleum titan. Chairman of Reliance
Of course,
Industries
petroleum,
and,
yeah.
surprise, surprise, the richest man in India. Mukesh is responsible for 1/5 of India's exports, which is absolutely
That's
outrageous
crazy.
Wow.
considering India makes up
One
for
person, a
the
fifth of
Earth's
a country's
population.
exports.
Mukesh's father created a business that turned into the world's biggest producer of polyester fibers and yarns. For years, Mukesh was a member of the top 10 richest people in the world. And during one surge in India's stock market in 2007, he was believed to be the richest man on the planet. But as of recently, he sits comfortably at the 20th spot. Mukesh
Oh, poor guy.
20th, yeah.
Only
41
20th
billion
richest person on
US
earth.
and is also called the city that never sleeps, because I guess they didn't know that slogan was already taken. This city is also home to the entertainment industry in India, so it's commonly known as Bollywood.
Bollywood.
Yet another thing they ripped from the United States. While the city is home to the world's most expensive house, it's unfortunately also home to the world's largest slum. The popular film Slumdog Millionaire
It's interesting,
was set in Mumbai. The
I like the
public
information this
reception
video
of
is
the house's
giving.
creation
Yeah, it's not
was
just about the house. It's
Right.
like
I believe offending neighbors comes standard when you're creating a home worth over $1 billion.
Yeah,
but there is certainly warrant for any offense
The
taken.
discrepancy.
in this
Yeah, exactly.
case, I must admit. While the house was built on the richest stripe of land in the city, it's hard to not notice the contrast in a city like Mumbai. With
yeah,
such
I'd feel bad. I don't
Yeah,
know that I would be able
exactly.
to because like that's poor
Jan
taste.
Prakash told the New York Times in 2010 that the home is in a way reflective of how the rich are turning their faces away from the city. In Mumbai,
Yeah.
40% of children under the age of 5 are
The
underweight.
You just
The
you
gap
just build it
between the
high
rich
so you
and
don't
the
have to
poor
look
To
down.
see.
as stark
Yeah.
And you built
fast
everything
here
inside it, so you
as
don't have to
any
go
other
out and
go
see
out,
the
yeah,
poverty.
exactly.
Still, there are some that bring up the charitable acts of the Ambani family, which include the creation of a hospital. When discussing the
Yeah, that's
moral
good.
responsibilities of the family, not to mention numbers of the philanthropic ventures, specifically by Nita Ambani, Mukesh's wife. Which is great and all, but no one is going to ignore the gargantuan mansion
Yeah.
towering over the
That
city,
is crazy. That is
or any of
opulence.
Mukesh's
$2 billion home.
indulgences other than the mansion. Years before the creation of Antilia, Mukesh bought his wife an Airbus for her birthday for $60 million. He had
What?
the passenger jumbo
That's a
jet
whole, like
refitted with a living room,
large passenger
bedroom,
plane.
Yeah.
satellite TV, a sky bar, and a spa. Unlike most
A
families
spa
worth
on the plane.
billions, the Ambani family owns just the one home as opposed to the expected several around the globe. Initially, the family
why
shared
do you
a
need
house
several when that
When
one
you
is
have that
everything
one,
you need?
yeah.
brothers. But after Mukesh's father passed away of a stroke, he decided to break the bank on the 400,000 square foot home. That's pretty much all I've got on Antilia and the Ambani family. As always, I'm Mr. Luxury.
That is crazy.
That's insane. You know, I thought, and also because I saw the thumbnail, you know, I thought it would be like a mansion with like a lot of property around. That's what it looked like. And I thought it makes sense. And I thought probably most of the value of the house would just be, well, not most, but a lot of it would be like the surrounding
The land.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's just
a
basically
tower.
a tower.
It's a monstrous tower.
Yes.
Looming over the poor people. That's crazy.
Like,
Oh.
you know, I want to talk about this for a minute because I think it's, you know, how do you think about situations like this? Because on one hand, you know, like it's his money, and according to the video at least, he's also doing some nice stuff. You know, like he built a hospital. That's great. And I don't think that people should be judged for the way they spend their money. And hey, if you have $2 billion to build yourself a home like this, then, you know, go ahead. I think that the real issue is that you have to question, how did you come to make that kind of money? Because in my opinion, people who make this kind of money, they make it on the back of
the workers, and yeah,
exactly.
Of course. But
so I think that that's like the, you know, the underlying issue here.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. But even the, you know, the field that he's in, right? It's not the best one, and petroleum. So
yeah, true.
But yeah, that's a lot of questionable moral elements here. But even in terms of just the house, like
let's talk about the house
as a dream house, because that's where we started. Like that wouldn't be my dream house.
That wouldn't. No, not for me neither. For me neither. Like
it's impressive.
It is, yes.
And like the exaggeration of everything is also very impressive. Like, enough space for 100 cars, like, and 3 helipads.
You have 6 people living in that house. That's a relatively small family. And 600 people working for you.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot. But I mean, I guess you need 600 people
to take care of
that place. You know, it's huge.
I'm sure the staff enjoys the house more than the owners. You know, they're there more often, probably.
Yeah, probably. And I wouldn't want to live in a place even closely resembling this, because I don't care to have a spa and a ice room and this and that in my home.
I'm trying to get away from the cold. I'm not trying to put it in my house.
But what I mean is, I want to enjoy those things outside. You know, I would have no drive, no desire to have a spa in my house. I want to go out and have fun at a spa.
At the spa.
Exactly.
I see.
And I mean, you know, even if I have a lot of money, I just go to a very like rich, exclusive spa somewhere in the world, you know? I don't care to have it in my house.
Yeah.
It's
yeah. I don't know what I would put in the house if I had that kind of money. But just looking at this one, I know that like, I wouldn't do it like this.
Right.
You
know? Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting house, though. They're the one living in it, right? So
yeah, exactly.
You know, it's to their taste. But $2 billion.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think maybe it's not like it seems like it's made so that you would have everything there, so that you never actually need to go somewhere. I think they go out a lot.
Most of the time they're out.
If on a whim I want this, I have it in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, that was a drive, a ride.
Right.
All the way to India and back.
You know what? Now I'm curious. I want to see more of this.
What about you guys at home? What is your dream home? Would you live in this house over there or something similar to that? And if not, why? Let us know in the comment section below. And have a nice day.